In this video, we're going to talk about how to convert a linear equation from slope-intercept form to standard form. So we have this example, y is equal to 3x minus 4. Right now, it's in standard form. It's in slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. And we want to convert that to standard form, which is ax plus by is equal to c. How can we do this? How can we convert it from slope-intercept form to standard form? So what we need to do is move x and y to the left side of the equation. The constant, which is the number without the x or y, we want to keep that on the right side of the equation. So let's go ahead and begin. We already have the y variable on the left side. All we need to do is move 3x from the right side to the left side. So let's subtract both sides by 3x. So at this point, 3x and negative 3x will cancel. On the left, we have negative 3x plus y is equal to negative 4. So anytime you want to move something from right to left or left to right, simply change the sign. Here, it's positive 3x on the right side, but when you move it to the left side, it becomes negative 3x. Now I'm going to multiply everything by negative 1. Negative 3x will become positive 3x, positive y will become negative y, and negative 4 will become positive 4. So I'm going to leave the answer in this form. So it's in ax plus by equals c format. So that's how you can convert from slope-intercept form to standard form. Now let's work on a similar problem for the sake of practice. Go ahead and try this one. Y is equal to negative 4x plus 5. Feel free to pause the video to try this example. So let's begin by moving the negative 4x from the right side to the left side. Now if you need to show your work, you can just add 4x to both sides. So we're going to have 4x plus y on the left. On the right, we can simply bring down the 5. And the answer is just that. We don't need to multiply by negative 1 because we don't have many negative signs. We don't have any negative signs in this equation. Now let's try an example with fractions. So this is going to involve a lot more work. Go ahead and try that. Convert this linear equation to standard form. Now the first thing I like to do is get rid of the fraction. So I'm going to multiply everything by the denominator of the fraction, in this case 5. So we have 5 times y, which is 5y, and then 5 times negative 2 over 5x. Negative 2 over 5x multiplied by 5, which is the same as 5 over 1. The 5's will cancel. 5 divided by 5 is 1, times negative 2, we just get negative 2. So you can just cross these out. So we'll be left with negative 2x, and then 5 times 3, that's going to be 15. Now the next thing we need to do is add 2x to both sides. So we're going to have 2x plus 5y. We can't combine these because they don't have the same variable. They're not like variables. Now let's bring down the 15. So this is our final answer. It's 2x plus 5y equal 15. Now let's work on a similar problem. Go ahead and try this one. Y is equal to 1 over 3x minus 2. Feel free to pause the video if you want to try that example. So what should we multiply everything by? We're going to multiply everything by the denominator of that fraction. In this case, 3. So we have 3y is equal to Now 1/3 x times 3, the 3's will cancel, leaving us with 1 times x. 1x is simply x. And then 3 times -2 is -6. Now I'm going to subtract both sides by x. So we're going to have -x plus 3y. We're going to bring down the -6. So always write the x variable first before the y variable, in order that it will be in ax plus by equals c format. Now we do have a lot of negative signs in this equation, so I'm going to multiply everything by -1. -x times -1 will be positive x. -1 times 3y, that will be -3y. -1 times -6 will be positive 6. So now it looks much better. So that's the answer in standard form. Now let's run through some more examples. Go ahead and try this one. Y is equal to 2x minus 4/3. So this time, the slope is not a fraction, but the y-intercept is the fraction. The slope of the linear equation is 2. The y-intercept is -4/3. This is where the line touches the y-axis. So we're going to do the same thing like we did before whenever we have fractions. That is to get rid of the fraction. So we're going to multiply everything by the denominator of this fraction. And that's going to be 3. So we have 3 times y, which is 3y, and that is going to equal 3 times 2x, which is 6x. And then we have 3 times -4/3. The 3's will cancel, leaving us with -4. Now let's subtract both sides by 6x. So that's going to disappear. We're going to have -6x plus 3y is equal to, and then we'll bring down the -4. Now let's multiply everything by -1. So this is going to be positive 6x minus 3y is equal to positive 4. And that's it. 6x minus 3y is equal to 4. Now, what are you going to do if you get a linear equation in slope-intercept form, but with two fractions, where the slope and the y-intercept are fractions with different denominators? Should you multiply it by 4 or should you multiply it by 3? In this case, you want to multiply it by a common denominator, or a common multiple of 4 and 3. The simplest way to find a common multiple of 4 and 3 is to multiply them. 4 times 3 is 12. So we're going to multiply everything by 12. 12 times y is 12y. And then 12 times 3/4x. Alright, so let's work this out here. We could ignore the x for now. You could multiply first, then divide, or you can divide first, then multiply. If you multiply first, it will be 3 times 12, which is 36, divided by 4, you get 9. Personally, I like to divide first, because it gives you a smaller number, and it's just easier to work with. 12 divided by 4 is 3, and 3 times 3 is 9. So in both cases, you get the same answer. So 3/4 x times 12 is going to be 9x. 9 is 3/4 of 12. Now what's 2/3 times 12? Let's divide first. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So 2/3 of 12 is 8. Now, let's subtract both sides by 9x. So we're going to have -9x plus 12y is equal to -8. Next, let's multiply both sides by -1. So this is going to be 9x minus 12y is equal to +8. And this is our final answer in standard form. Let's try another similar problem. Let's say y is equal to 3 over 5x plus 4 over 7. Go ahead and try that one. So the first thing I'm going to do is multiply 5 and 7. So a common multiple of 5 and 7 is going to be 5 times 7, which is 35. So let's multiply everything by 35. So first we're going to have 35y is equal to, and then 35 times 3 over 5. Let's divide first. If you multiply first, you're going to get a big number, 3 times 35. That's not going to be fun. 35 divided by 5 is 7. 7 times 3 is 21. That's a whole lot easier. Now, 4 over 7 times 35. Let's divide first. 35 divided by 7 is 5 times 4. That's going to be 20. So this is plus 20. Now, let's subtract both sides by 21x. And let's bring down to 20. So we're going to have negative 21x plus 35y is equal to 20. Now, we could leave the answer like this. We only have one negative sign. But in some cases, some teachers prefer that this number be positive. If that's the case, multiply everything by 1, and you'll have 21x minus 35y is equal to negative 20. So whether you leave the answer in the first format or in the second format, they're equivalent. They're both in standard form. So that's it for this video. Now you know how to convert a linear equation from slope-intercept form to standard form.